My name is Lyuba Titovets, and I'm an artist, and I paint in acrylic and oil, but this particular piece is done in acrylic. I would think is most important thing, what the idea would be, and for me it was very important that it would be visual. And when I'm thinking about this, that really all this beautiful world of civilization came from rocks. So the base of my pickaxe is rocks, and thinking literally it came from rocks. And in mining school, it's really more concentrating on idea, researching the rocks and science of the rocks. So that's why I felt it's very logical that it would come from the rocks, but then it could blossom from the rocks. And I include in my idea everything what I can historically, and just coming from the beginning of the history of UTEP all the way to today, through their gardens and architecture and people who make this place what it is today. I could tell you it was really very interesting, and it was lots of challenges. And as you could notice already, although it's a pretty small shape, it has lots of surfaces. And one of the big ideas which I want to incorporate, that you're really forgetting that it's a pickaxe, that it's creating the world where the one surface flow into another, and those ages disappearing. So for example, why in the center you see a building of the library? Because I felt besides being a very beautiful building and distinctive building and meaningful for me, or it has shape of the roof which goes so perfect with the top of the peak. And that's why, or that was one of the ideas what I could incorporate. But then, speaking of little challenges, I could tell you it's quite funny, and I definitely didn't anticipate anything like that. So I wanted to do an alley which will go all the way up to the library and create the perspective. And I was putting the trees next to that alley to describe it. But as you remember, the shape of this is leaning. And then I realized I'm putting the tree the same way as the line goes. And I need to change them completely to show that, oh, they're not really laying down, they're standing right there. So it was lots of challenges, and it took lots of time, but it was definitely very exciting and interesting. I could tell you that the story of UTEP is really related to my life, because when we came here, my uncle was full professor at the university here, and he was our main sponsor and supporter, and that was really the reason why we could come here. And that's why my connection with UTEP exists right from the beginning of our life here.